So what are those concepts like nutrition, for example, that you share?
Like food or a mindset.
And as far as food, what are some general
Okay.
concepts?
Oh, all right. I have been interested in nutrition for many, many years, but nutrition from the perspective of actually how it can heal you. And the reason why is because I was actually a very sick kid in and out of hospital.
Yeah.
Very sick little baby.
Wow.
That had chronic asthma. So I used to have these attacks and pass out and then wake up in the hospital with drips and stuff.
Wow.
I actually still have some scars from ripping out drips out of my arms because I just was fed up with it, right?
Wow.
And so when I was 10, so obviously there's this massive turning point in my life around 10 or 11. I defied my pediatrician. He wanted to put me on even more drugs. I was on so many corticosteroids that were rotting my teeth.
How old are you at the time?
I was 10.
Oh, wow,
So,
you're
but
that old.
I dealt
Wow.
with all this years. So I was the kid that grew up not having lunchtimes out playing with the other kids.
Wow.
So I would sit there with the ventilator for
And
the
then
hour
you went
while they were out playing.
You went complete beast mode on gymnastics.
Yeah, so I was a genetic freak in the sense of my strength and muscles, but I was sick. So I was not able to show my genetic freakiness. I know it sounds weird, but like when I had a chance, when my breathing was okay, I found that I was always wrestling with the boys. So, so yeah, every morning, every lunchtime, every nighttime, I had to have this big ventilator thing and all these extra medication and drugs. It was just horrible. I had asthma attacks over anything. Like I'd walk past a field of freshly mowed grass, send me off. And so I started realising when I ate red Jell-O and cheesecake and other stuff that they'd give me at the hospital that I would have an asthma attack. I'm like, And I was 6 at this stage, observing. And so then fast forward, it got to about 10 or 11 and I defied my paediatrician because he wanted to put me on more drugs because I failed this breathing test. But I realised I had a bowl of ice cream the night before. And I stood up to him and said, no, this is what's going on. Right? I need to take care of my diet and what I put into my body. And we started arguing. I stood up, literally argued with this dude. And I turned around and said to my mum, don't take me here again. Take me to someone that knows about healing. She took me to a naturopath. And this guy, within 3 weeks, turned my life around. And so ever since then, and that's when I started gymnastics, and I put on 12 kilos of muscle in 1 year.
Wow.
So the genetics were there, right?
Wow.
Like 24 pounds.
Yeah. More than 24 pounds, yeah. Wow.
Had to go shopping more than once in that year. So it started my own journey on my own learning on food to heal, and it's so much more in depth than what you'd learn as like a certified trainer or in just other stuff because, that's been my journey. So I've really understood how food triggers stuff in the body from an inflammatory perspective, and then where that manifests, how it affects your immune system and how it affects autoimmune issues. And so I help with a bit of that. Like I'm not a doctor or anything, but I understand that there is a mainframe of food that generally triggers inflammation that doesn't end up well. Like the result's not good. So, yeah, and I live my life by that. So people used to make fun of me saying, oh, well, she can't eat that because she's got to be ripped and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm doing it for my health because if I do eat it, I can't actually train. But it's been good. Every cloud has a silver lining, right? Because that's what's kept me in shape. And I'm in my early 40s.
That's amazing.
But, still with a six-pack after kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool, yeah.